Sasha, congrats for another hard-fought point for the Team Europe. There's been quite a domination for you guys in these tie breaks today. What's the secret? Is it like the magic or Roger and Rafa cheering you on the bench or what?
No, I mean, I felt like in Marin's and TFO's match, felt like Marin was maybe the better player the whole match, and then in the tiebreaks it all came together. During my match, I felt like on my serves I was coming through pretty easily, except this one game where I had break points against me in the first set. So I always felt like, okay, I was very close of getting the break. I was very close to getting his serve broken, and then I didn't do it. And then I've always felt like in the tiebreak going into it, I always felt like I was playing better than him a little bit. So that helped a lot, and maybe a little bit the experience as well. Maybe Marin against Francis. Marin is the older guy. He's a Grand Slam champion. That helps a little bit. Obviously John and Dominic. Anything could have happened. It was a great match where both players I think played very well, and so was ours. And I'm just happy to get the 3rd point for Europe.
Banter with the crowd at one point. I think somebody shouted out Rafa, and he said it was Roger who the camera was on. Yeah. Just because this is not a rankings event, but it's also not an exhibition in the conventional sense. Is it a bit of a balance you got to strike there? How much fun you're having with the crowd, and how much you're kind of concentrating on the matter at hand?
No, I mean I think all the matches have shown that this is a completely serious event, and that we all want to win, especially us for our continent. You can see it by how close the matches were and how intense we all were, and also how intense the bench was. I think it all shows that how serious we all take it and how much we want to win. And it was just a fun moment with the crowd, but then it was back to serious. And I think both of us. We didn't joke around or anything like that. It was a full-on serious match.
Were you aware of the world bench and all their activities whenever Dennis won points?
I mean, I saw the sliding and whatever the push-ups that they did. I've seen that. I had a smile on my face a little bit. They're all great guys. Nick is an entertainer, we all know that. The Americans, Jack and John, also are great guys. So they're having fun, they're trying to cheer on. But at the end of the day, when we're all out on court, this is maybe even more special than a regular tournament. And so this is the most fun I've had at an event with all those guys, with Roger and Rafa and Marin and Dominic and Thomas and Fernando and all the team captains, having the dinners together, listening to the stories that they've been through, just being part of it was amazing so far. And I think everybody's taking completely serious, and at the end of the day, we want to win.
Apparently Roger here.
Oh, sorry.
Apparently Roger came and gave you some advice at some stage. Were you surprised that he started to some sort of coaching you at one point?
No, I mean, as I said, all of our goals is to win, and Roger and Rafa have done that with Dominic and the previous matches. And when somebody sees something that we could do, we said that before, that we want all advices that we can have, because this is a team competition where we have so many great players, and great players see different things. And I think that's what Roger did, and Roger gave me great advice. I went love 40 in that game. I kind of won the match with my backhand return, which was then challenged, and we had to replay the point. But it was a great help from him.
Sasha, a couple of things. A few of you guys have talked about the stories and things like that the more mature players have been reciting. First thing is there any one story that has stood out for you? And also this aspect of the other guys giving you all advice and things like that during matches, can that be of benefit on the regular tour for you guys?
No, I mean, even when Marin and Dominic were playing, we were discussing things about the opponents that we see, maybe what they do on break points or important moments or something like that, which sometimes you don't realize, and that obviously can help in a match situation next time you play someone like that, and or maybe if you play Sunday against them. And no, it's obviously great because every player sees different things, and a lot of the things are quite similar, but still there's things that everybody picks up, and it's great sharing them.
What about the other aspect or any standout story?
No, there's been a lot. Raf and Roger have been talking about, I think, the Wimbledon final that they played in 2008, the Wimbledon final before that they played as well, those kind of things. But also all around, other subjects, not only tennis, other subjects that they have opinions on. It was quite fun.
People talk about the Borg-McEnroe rivalry and Roger-Rafa, but do you get the sense that you and Dennis could have a similar rivalry over the next 10 years?
Look, I mean, we played 2 times so far. The other guys played, 60, 70 times. Hopefully one day we can have. I know we're both very, very hardworking. I know we're both quite talented. We want to play the sport. We want to win the biggest titles as much as we can. So hopefully this will be a long-lasting rivalry. Of course, with me and Dennis, and then obviously Dominic, hopefully Nick, and other guys as well.
Sorry, back to training, coaching again. Sorry. We can see that John and Bjorn have different style of coaching.
They're different.
And are you the type that you need more tips, you need more things to be said during the match? And is the style of coaching different from training or while the match?
No, I mean, look, I think Bjorn is a very smart guy, and he understands that, a lot of us, we don't know each other very well, and maybe saying too much is not a great thing. But, obviously, if something's coming from him, he's a legend of our sport. We all listen, and there's no doubt about that, and we all appreciate what he says to us. Bjorn and John are very different. I mean, me and Bjorn were sitting quietly, maybe discussing a few things, and then John takes the racket of Dennis and showing him how to hit a backhand or forehand, and starts doing swings next to the bench, and we look at him like that's a bit more intense than we have it on the bench. But both of them are great guys. But Bjorn has been fantastic for the team as well.
You and Nick are obviously pretty good friends and have been for a little while now. And talking to Nick yesterday, he made the point that rivalries really don't matter to him. He's just happy to go out and play. It doesn't matter if it's a long-standing thing that might exist as with Federer, Nadal. But it seems that maybe a rivalry is a little bit more important to you. Would that be right?
I think, look, the greatest players of all time all had rivals and all had rivalries with each other. John and Bjorn, Roger and Raf and Novak and Andy, those guys come in. Pete and Andre Agassi, they all had rivals, but we are too young to have rivals because we played only a few guys 3-4 times of the young guys. But hopefully in the future, in 10 years' time or 12 years' time, when you ask that questions, we can say, yeah, we had a great rivalry and hopefully it can continue. But right now, it's too early to say that we have a rivalry with any of us.
Yeah, I think I stay just to. I'd stay to support. Yeah, that's fine.
Ich will nicht stören.
Yeah.
Tim Detring von Bild. Herr Zverev, als Sie kürzlich für den Davis Cup abgesagt haben, gab es viel Kritik aus Deutschland, auch von uns. Können Sie das verstehen und bereuen Sie es vielleicht sogar nicht, teilgenommen zu haben?
Deutschland hat gewonnen mit einem sehr guten Team und wenn man meine Resultate immer so anschaut, die ersten Wochen, die ich auf Sand immer spiele, nachdem ich von Hartplatz wechsle, spiele ich nicht gut. Und das wäre ein schwerer Wechsel gewesen. Ich bin jemand, der sehr gerne gespielt hätte, aber ich habe Leute, mit denen ich arbeite und die waren vielleicht ein bisschen dagegen, weil es wäre schon nicht gut gewesen für meinen Körper, es wäre nicht gut gewesen für die Turniere danach, weil ich spiele noch 7 Turniere in diesem Jahr. Und es wird eine sehr lange Saison für mich werden. Und ich war mir sicher, dass die deutschen Jungs im Davis Cup das gewinnen konnten.
Jörg Leopold vom Tagesspiel aus Berlin. Können Sie denn verstehen, dass es da schon ein bisschen Kritik gab aus Deutschland, was die Absage anging?
Es gibt immer Kritik von euch, egal was ich mache. Ja, ich meine, gut, die müssen aber auch verstehen, dass wir die längste Saison im Sport haben. Es gibt keine andere Sportart, wo wir 11 Monate lang spielen müssen. Und wir spielen fast jede Woche. Vor allem habe ich im Sommer auch viel gespielt. Ich habe 2 Turniere gewonnen. US Open habe ich leider früh verloren, musste ein bisschen Zeit wegnehmen. Ich verstehe es, aber ich muss an mich auch denken und ich muss an meine Ziele denken. Ich bin fast für London qualifiziert dieses Jahr, was ein Riesen-Event ist, was das letzte Event des Jahres ist, und ich muss auch irgendwie frech sein dafür. Und einen Belag wechseln und noch extra 3, 5 Sätze Matches vielleicht spielen, wäre einfach nicht hilfreich gewesen.
Lothar Martin, Radio Prag. Alexander, alle Sätze, die bisher gespielt wurden, endeten 7:6. Wovon zeugt das? Dass jeder Spieler, der hier antritt, das Eintrittsgeld wert ist? Und die zweite Frage, wie lässt es sich in dieser Arena spielen? Was sagen Sie zum Belag und zum Support?
Na, es ist unglaublich, in der Arena zu spielen. Es ist eine riesen Arena. Jedes Match bis jetzt war komplett voll. Die Sätze 7:6 kommen darauf, dass wir alle gewinnen wollen. Und das zeigt einfach, dass wir alle komplett dabei sind. Das, glaube ich, beantwortet alle Fragen, ob es ein echtes Turnier ist oder ein Exhibition-Event. Wir sehen es alle als echtes Turnier, wir wollen alle gewinnen. Und ja, das sieht man dann an dem heutigen Tag auch.
Hi, du hast vorhin gesagt, wie toll die Woche für dich bisher war. Hast du irgendwas gelernt, was du vorher noch nicht wusstest, von den Geschichten, die anderen erzählt haben, von den Tipps, die du gekriegt hast?
Das sind einfach solche Sachen, wie über was die hinaus mussten, um diese Grand Slams zu gewinnen, um solche Turniere zu gewinnen. Die haben halt über ihre Kindheit auch erzählt. Ich habe jetzt erfahren, dass Roger und Rafa beidhändig Rückhand und Vorhand gespielt haben, als die klein waren. Das wusste ich auch nicht davor. Solche Sachen einfach, die haben viel aus ihrer Kindheit erzählt. Ich hab Roger erzählt bei der Opening Night, wann ich ihn das erste Mal kennengelernt habe, als ich 5 Jahre alt war. Das wusste er natürlich wahrscheinlich dann auch nicht. Es war einfach nur, die ganze Atmosphäre ist einfach unglaublich. Roger und Rafa sind unglaublich zusammen auch. Die machen viele Sachen zusammen, was man bei normalen Turnieren nicht sieht, weil die wollen gegeneinander halt dann gewinnen. Und hier helfen sie einander, hier trainieren sie miteinander. Und das ist bis jetzt eine Wahnsinnsatmosphäre gewesen.
Sorry for English question. Next year, how would you like to improve your Grand Slam results?
I would like to win more. That's quite simple. I mean, I'm number 4 in the world, and furthest I've gone was 4th round this year. And not only because I played bad. I think the only Grand Slam that I played bad at was US Open in that match against Borna, and I still could have won that. Maybe should have won that. The other Grand Slams, I mean, in Australia I lost in 5 sets to Rafa. He went to the finals. In Paris, after I won my first Masters, in Rome I lost to Fernando Verdasco. He played an amazing match. And in Wimbledon I lost in 5 sets to Milos in a match which I could have won as well. But it was not like I played bad in the Grand Slams. For me, the only bad match I played in this year's Grand Slams was against George. And, you know, obviously it was upsetting because the draw opened up quite a bit. I would have played Anis in the next round, who went to the finals, but who I beat 2 times in a row before in the previous tournaments. So, yeah, I mean, I was very upset about it, but, you know, nothing changes. I've done 2 weeks of very hard work. In Monaco, a lot of physical work, trying to get stronger again, and nothing changes. In the next year, I will have 4 chances to improve my Grand Slam results.